Today on Karamo, Christa Diamond's 9-year-old nephew passed away.
My whole family's against me. So now that's why I came here to clear my name.
Money was raised for his funeral.
How is it her money? Didn't put a dime in there.
And Christa Diamond's mother believes her daughter stole it.
And I've been dead to my mother since that day.
You are dead to me, and you'll stay dead.
This is your daughter. This is your daughter.
It's a family in chaos.
Do you feel like your sister stole the money? It's time to unlock the truth here.
Is she lying about stealing the money or not? The truth will be unlocked today.
The truth is...
Bye.
2 months ago, 9-year-old Davian suddenly passed away from an asthma attack. Now his family is in turmoil over the money that was raised for his funeral. Take a look at what his grandmother, Christa, had to say about the situation.
I raised my grandson Davian from the time he was 8 months old. He meant the world to me. On September 3rd, Davian told me he had trouble breathing. He had really bad asthma, so I made him take a treatment, but it didn't help. I did CPR on him for 20 minutes. When the ambulance got there, they worked on him for a half an hour, but it didn't help. They couldn't save him. He died in my arms. I miss his smile, his laugh, his funny wit. I wish I could have saved him. I dream about it every day. I didn't have money to pay for the funeral, so my daughter, Christa Diamond, created a crowdfunding website for me. The site ended up raising close to $38,000, and I never saw a dime of it. That money was supposed to be for me and my grandson, and she took it and did whatever she wanted to do with it. The funeral only cost $19,000, and where'd the rest go? I think my daughter's a thief. The money was meant for me and my grandson, and what was left after my grandson's funeral was left for me. I raised this boy since 8 months till 9 years old. He lived with me. I am his guardian. Every time I get off the elevator, I look and see where he was. And my money could have helped me move. I lost 2 people, because when my grandson passed that day, and when she took the money, I told her she's dead to me too. I need my daughter to take a lie detector test so I can find out the truth what happened to the rest of the money.
Listen, everyone, we will talk to Christa a little later, but first, please welcome Crystal's daughter, Christa Diamond, to the show to hear her side of the story. So tell me, what is going on between you and your mother?
Okay, nice to meet you, Karamo.
Nice to meet you too, beautiful.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, of course.
Okay, let me start from the beginning. My son was born on September 3rd. I have a baby born, so he's 2 years old. I was throwing a party for him, his second party on August 31st.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, my nephew passed away September 3rd on my son's birthday. I was in New York celebrating my son's birthday.
Yeah.
So when my nephew passed, I had to get on the highway, come straight home, you know what I'm saying, and see my mom. So I get to my mom and I'm like, what do you need me to do?
Yeah.
At the time, my mom didn't have a phone that was working. She was switching over programs, I guess from Verizon to whatever. And it was just a lot going on. So I took an initiative to step it up. I'm gonna go do a GoFundMe. We're gonna raise some money for him because you didn't have no insurance. So with that being said, I do the GoFundMe. It's raising money. You know how it is. Once that money goes up, everybody wants to see where it's going. So I said, let's open up a brand new account so we can put the money in there and everybody could see. Oh no, that money's mine. It needs to go to me to move, to the kids, to all of this other things. And I'm like, at the GoFundMe, I wrote for his funeral costs and his tombstone. So there's nothing else that we should move forward with besides taking care of what we need to take care for Davian, my nephew. And that's basically where I am. My mom disrespected me the whole time. I ended up doing everything by myself. I still don't have any help or any type of conversation with my mom.
At all. How long has it been now?
Ever since the funeral, September 21st, she said I'm dead to her. She hasn't
September
called
21st
me
of this year?
Of September 21st of 2024 was my nephew's funeral. So and I've been dead to my mother since that day. I call my mom, I text her, I say, what do you need? Is there anything you need? Oh, you better go pay for this. You better go pay for that. When I tell you, I gave your producers every receipt. I have receipts from the funeral home, from the incidentals, from even the gas and the food that I ate. I could never do that to my nephew. My nephew loved me as Auntie Diamond, and that's why I'm here, to represent him.
Got it, okay.
So let me just be clear. So your mother didn't give you any money for the funeral arrangements because of the GoFundMe?
What happened is my mom didn't have any insurance on him.
Got it,
If
okay.
your kid is born with severe asthma, why wouldn't you have any insurance?
Got it.
You know, so when there was no insurance, I said, let me do a GoFundMe.
I got it. I just want to make sure. So we have some of the texts that your mother sent you. Can I see these texts? So this one says, that casket is ugly. It looks ghetto, like the hood rat you are. Wow, Mom. You are a straight hater. It's beautiful. In your eyes, hood rat. Wow. Okay.
Now imagine grieving your nephew, and you gotta read that. And I don't got nobody. My whole family's against me. So now that's why I came here to clear my name.
Well, you took something so precious from me and decided to do what you wanted without my wishes. This wasn't your child's funeral. He was mine. I hope you keep that same energy if something happens to yours. Karma is real.
And you see why I'm here.
Did y'all have a good relationship before this?
No, my mom was a recovering addict.
Did you ever have a good relationship?
No, my mom puts more energy into her sons. She doesn't understand her daughters. Like, for instance, if I visit my mom and we're having a good day, when I leave, she doesn't give me a kiss or a hug. I have to initiate everything. It's not like a regular relationship between a mom and a daughter. It's not regular, it's
So you said
irregular.
she treats your brothers differently?
She treats my brothers with all type of, they're up here, we're down here.
Okay.
Do you know my mother doesn't watch my kids?
At all?
No, because she doesn't like me.
Got it. And this is even before the funeral?
Before the funeral. And what's crazy is she said to my daughter, you're dead to me at the funeral.
She
My
said
daughter
to your
cried.
daughter.
My
How does
daughter's
it-
14.
Do you know why your mother was upset with you about the funeral?
Because the money didn't go in her account. Come on. We all know the colors and what happens when someone passes. It's either you're gonna put respect for that person or you're gonna try to take something from them. She tried to take his money and I didn't allow it. I'm his auntie, I'm gonna make sure everything get paid full in full. Paid in full.
Coming up,
It's time to lock the truth here. Our lie detector examiner asks, did you purposefully change Davian's last name to spite your mother? Did you give extra money to your brother just so your mother wouldn't get as much? The truth is...
Bye.
On September 3rd, Davian told me he had trouble breathing. He died in my arms. I wish I could have saved him. I didn't have money to pay for the funeral, so my daughter, Christa Diamond, created a crowdfunding website. The site ended up raising close to $38,000. And I never saw a dime of it. And she took it and did whatever she wanted to do with it. I need my daughter to take a lie detector test so I can find out the truth of what happened to the money.
She tried to take his money and I didn't allow it. I'm his auntie, I'm gonna make sure everything gets paid in full.
tell me something about changing Davian's last name for the funeral. What happened there?
Okay, listen, you guys, my nephew's name is Davian Roberts Taylor. That is his biological name. As we're at the funeral home, I like, you know, slid into my mom like, hey, can we use Roberts as his last name? Because you know he wanted to be a Roberts. She goes, yeah, you know what? We can honor him that way.
And Roberts is your family's last
That's
name?
my last name. That's my brother's last name, his dad. So me being the auntie that I am, you know, I'm repping him.
Yeah.
Davian Taylor Roberts.
Yeah.
And so my mom, all of a sudden now, she wanted to switch it back. And I'm like, the funeral's done. The tombstone's paid for.
So was your mother upset about you involving your brother?
See, that's the thing. What you guys need to know is that my brother's in jail, so he's never really had the relationship with his son besides the phone.
Tell me about your relationship with your nephew, Davian.
That was my favorite person. I would call my mom every morning just to see what my nephew was wearing, see his smile, because what y'all don't know is he had 3 girlfriends. And he made sure he told me about each one. So I would get a flower, a card, or something so he can go and be that sweetheart. He's a charmer. And my baby is my favorite person. He loves the color blue. And he loves his auntie Diamond, so I felt like I needed to be true to him. I needed to represent him. I want to keep his name and his legacy alive.
What was the last thing you and him talked about before he had passed away?
As I stated, he passed away September 3rd. And as y'all know, school starts September 4th. So he called me and said, Auntie Diamond, you know Nana don't know how to do no designs. You got to braid my hair for school. So when he passed, I thought that I can honor that. And I braided his hair at the funeral home by myself. There was no one there with me. I called my mom, I called my sisters. No one came because everybody said, you stole the money. How you steal the money if the money didn't even clear? The money cleared on the 19th of September. His funeral was September 21st. So you tell me, who really did what they needed to do? Me?
What was your relationship like with your mother growing up? I know you said it was difficult because she had an addiction issue.
Okay, how about this? I'll just give you a story or two. 12 years old, I play basketball. I'm an All-American, number 1 in state, number 2 in the country.
Sorry.
My mom was so high that she could not drive. I'm 12 years old, and that's when I first learned how to drive, was behind that wheel. So I drove myself home and my mom home to make sure that we got home safe. And it was plenty of other nights where stuff like that happened. But I'm not one to live in the past. I always try to talk about it and move forward, because that's the type of person I am. I'm very kind-hearted, bubbly, hey, what's up? You know, so doing certain things to me, it probably will have a big, you know, how do I say it, like, impact on me, but I try not to show that. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I let you know who I am. I'm very transparent.
I hear that. When was the last time you spoke to your mother now? Is it the 21st?
The funeral.
The 21st?
She told me I'm dead to her.
And that was the 21st? Okay. Well, I think it's time to talk to Christa about all of this, so please welcome her to the show. Hello, Christa.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
I'm not no liar.
Yes, you are. Before I even get here, you're lying. She's a liar.
How am I a liar?
You know what? You're a liar.
Explain to the
You're
people.
talking about 12-year-olds. Let's stick to the point when
he asked me about growing up.
him.
He asked me about growing up.
Your life wasn't
You
bad. I
was
was
mean to
living
him.
there every
You
day.
was mean to him.
You're crazy. I lived with that baby I had that baby.
You had him, but you wasn't that much of a caregiver if he died in your care.
What do you mean? We talking about?
I'm talking the
Diamond,
truth, Mom.
please
Let's talk
stop
about it.
That's why you got the gap between your
Because
lips.
I tell the truth.
Because you lie.
Coming up,
I took a lie detector test so that I could stand strong for my nephew. What happened to his legacy?
You are dead to me, and you'll stay dead.
This is your daughter. This is your daughter.
You're dead.
Here we go.
That's what I'm talking about.
Get ready for the drama, chaos, and jaw-dropping moments. Now, better than ever. Watch full episodes of Maury, Jerry Springer, The Steve Wilkos Show, and more.
I spank people, I tie them up.
Can't get enough? We've got you covered with full episodes, non-stop drama, and the wildest moments. Anytime, anywhere. It's time to get nosy. Download Nosey now on your phone or tablet and start watching.
Tell me about your relationship with your nephew, Davian.
That was my favorite person. He loves the color blue.
Yeah. What was the last thing you and him talked about before he had passed away?
Called me and said, Auntie Diamond, you know Nana don't know how to do no design. You got to braid my hair for school.
When was the last time you spoke to your mother now? Is it the 21st?
The funeral.
The 21st?
She told me I'm dead to her.
And that was the 21st? Okay. Well, I think it's time to talk to Christa.
She's a liar.
I'm talking
Diamond,
the truth, Mom.
please
Let's talk
stop
about it.
That's why you got the gap between your
Because
lips.
I tell the truth.
Because you lie.
That's
That's
what
why
you
the gap is there.
I took a lie detector test so that I could stand
Good.
strong for my
Good.
nephew.
You're
What happened
strong.
to his legacy? Did
Yeah,
you even
but-
post anything about him?
Excuse
Do
me.
you even talk about him?
For one, Karamo, it was a GoFundMe fund. The bitch didn't put a dime in there. So how was it her money?
On the GoFundMe, it said for his funeral costs and his tombstone. It don't say Crystal's account,
it don't say Crystal's
Crystal's card.
You paid $1,500 for big posters.
No, I didn't. It was $350. They have the receipts.
Okay, well, you paid $350.
All of his producers
That
have the
wasn't
receipts. That's the
necessary.
thing. You always talk
That
like you
wasn't
know and you never
necessary,
call the source. I'm the source.
For what? You're
Did you
not the
call me?
source.
Did
You're
you
not
call
the
me?
source. For what?
You didn't say
I'm
nothing.
the source.
So please.
I'm the source.
You was the caregiver.
I'm the
You was the
grandmother.
caregiver. How much caregiving did you give for him to pass in your arms?
You and your hip-hop.
Here we go. I'm
That's
a
all
rap
about.
artist.
You want
I'm
to do
straight
a
out of your
real
being.
rapper.
And I
You
know
turned
who I
his-
am.
You
I
turned
know who I
his
am.
funeral.
I'm his Auntie Diamond.
You turned his funeral into a stage show.
Anybody who knows
She
me
put my
knows that his
grandson's
funeral is on
funeral
YouTube.
on
So anybody who
YouTube.
wants to watch it, can watch
Close
it.
up. I don't have nothing because you know what? I don't want nothing.
How many text
I want
messages
my
did I
money.
text you?
Why don't you be quiet?
How many text messages did I text you?
You're not the one. You're not the guardian. So why do you think
I'm
you
the
have
auntie.
money that you never put in
I'm
for?
the auntie.
You're the auntie. He lived with me. I raised him.
Smoking cigarettes.
It doesn't matter. You smoke weed with
Not
your
in front
son.
of the kids. Never.
Yes, you do.
Never.
You
will
smoke
watch
weed?
movies. You will watch movies in front of the kids and spark up. Stop
Me
it.
talking about I go in my
Stop
room.
it. You're like, this is my
They all
house.
got
You know how
their-
they
they
say
all
black
got
people,
their
what stays
bedroom.
in this house,
They
what
all
goes
got
on
their
in this
own
house
bedroom.
stays in this house. I'm tired of
That's
that.
not cute.
You need to say what goes on in this
Listen.
house, and if it doesn't make you feel comfortable, you need to talk about it.
No, my grandson didn't want to go to her house because her daughter's a bully. And you know what?
They're cousins.
I took him to the hairdresser to get his hair because he didn't want to go to her
Who
house.
braided his hair?
Krista,
Because he was
let me-
dead, dummy.
Let me back up.
You want to say something like that? Who braided his hair? He was
I
dead when
did.
you braided his
He
hair.
asked me before he passed if I
No,
could
we
braid his hair
did.
for
No,
school.
we did. No, we
So
did.
why it wasn't done?
You're lying.
So you're lying? Why wasn't it done?
Right, because
Since you went and paid
said
for
you
it.
wanted to do it.
And I did it.
Yeah.
Krista, I gotta ask you this.
Yeah.
So I know that she paid for the funeral, correct?
No, she didn't.
So then did you pay for the funeral?
GoFundMe paid for the funeral.
No,
she didn't put a dime in it.
Davian's GoFundMe paid
She
for it.
didn't pay. Right, she didn't pay
Davian's-
for nothing.
yes, so
Everything
Davian's
came out of my
GoFundMe.
pocket beforehand. I paid for the shirts that my brothers wore. I paid for the picture that we had at the balloon
Her
release.
friends are boosters.
Balloons.
They stole it.
No, nobody steal
Yes,
nothing.
they did. Their friends are
This is
boosters.
why-
Do you,
She
feel
had her
like, do you feel
friend-
like she pushed you out the decision making?
Yes, she did.
No,
Because that
I
was
text
my
her. The text
grandson.
messages
He
is
lived
there.
with me. That's why I said you are dead to me, and you'll stay dead. And I'm telling you, you're dead.
Coming up,
So you feel like she used all the money so that there'd be none left for you?
Exactly.
It wasn't your money. It was Davian's money. You're being nasty because you're being who you
No, because I
are.
told you that you are.
It's time to unlock the truth here. The truth is,
I took a lie detector test so that I could stand
Good.
strong for my
Good.
nephew.
For one Karamo, it was a GoFundMe fund. Didn't put a dime in there. So how was it her money?
For his funeral costs and his tombstone.
doesn't
It don't say
matter.
Crystal's
No.
account.
Do you feel
Friend.
like she pushed you out the decision making?
Yes, she did. Because
No,
that
I
was
text
my
her. The text
grandson.
messages
He
is
lived
there.
with me. That's why I said you are dead to me, and you'll stay dead. And I'm telling you, you're dead. Because
This-
you're a liar.
This is
and
your
you took-
daughter.
Thank you.
This is your daughter.
She's dead
This
to
is
me.
what I have to
Your
deal
daughter's
with.
dead too.
You ain't got
So
to
you see
deal with
why
me because I
we're
don't deal with you.
You're right. After this day, you don't have to.
I
Trust and
never
believe that.
will.
You don't have to.
I don't care.
Just like you talk about my kids.
No, I
my
don't talk-
fiance. Y'all got the texts, right? I ain't got to lie to kick it.
Please, let me tell you about her kid. My grandson been with me.
I told him, I sent him over there because you're
No, she
grieving.
did. She's lying again.
Ask my son. My son
No,
don't want
he
to get in the
said-
middle of it
he
because
said, I
you're being
wanted to.
nasty, because you're being who you
No,
are.
because I told you the bitch that you are. That's why.
Takes one to know
You
one.
told your older sister that's here, when the check clears, I'm going to give Ma the money so she can take care of her business.
And what
She
happened? You
robbed
wanted me to put
everything.
the money in a random account.
No, I
You didn't
didn't.
want me to put it in a brand new account so we all could go over
I may
it.
ask you this also because I heard about the last name. Why does it bother you that she gave
Because
him
his name, he was
different
born a tailor. He went to school as a tailor. He died as a tailor. What the hell he want to be a Robbins for now?
So was it, because she said there was a moment when you agreed,
Nah,
like
that's,
maybe.
she's a liar.
So you never
To
agreed.
my face, no, she's a liar. I never told her that. Why would I want to bury my grandson as a Roberts if my name ain't even Roberts? So why
But
would I
she hates
use
the Roberts. She hates me and my brother.
Oh, so now, so okay.
You just said it.
Using that.
You should feel like you should have been the one to get all the money.
No, I should have been the one that made the arrangements and with the
You
money.
did.
With the money.
You know.
I paid for everything that you arranged.
I'm the grandmother.
I hear you.
I'm the one that she should have been holding my hand. I should have been leading her to follow me.
That's what
not
it is,
me
'cause you
follow
wasn't
her.
leading.
That's my child.
Oh, so 'cause you wasn't leading?
She's not a mother to her kids. That was my grandson. He lived in my house.
And you was a mother to your kids?
No.
So can we ask? I want to go back to those text messages that you said to Christa Diamond. You both lost somebody very special to
Thank you.
I did.
Yes, you did, but
We
she
both
did as well.
did.
She
That
did
was
as
my
well.
nephew.
She never went over our house that much.
I didn't call you every morning? and speak to him?
No, she called me every
now,
morning.
every morning I spoke to my nephew,
No,
every morning.
no, you didn't.
Stop playing. I
you
always
didn't.
asked him what he
She
had on.
called after
Always
he
asked him
went
what
to
he's
school.
wearing. Always made sure my nephew was fly.
If that's
Stop
the case,
it. Stop it.
She called every morning, but who got up every morning and took him to school?
I spoke to him that morning.
I drove him to school
I
every
spoke
morning.
to him. You
I
forgot?
understand that. But this right here, you took something precious from me and decided to do what you wanted without my wishes.
Right.
My time. I hope you keep that same energy, because karma, like
Yeah,
you're
karma,
wishing,
you're
you're wishing in this text death on her own
She's
children.
a horrible person.
You're wishing death on her children.
Yes.
No,
Those
I
are your
said karma.
grandchildren. But
Something
we know
bad
it.
gonna happen to her.
I told y'all. This is why I gotta wake up to.
Something bad
So
gonna
you-
happen to her.
So you're wishing karma on her.
No, whatever. I'm a God-fearing woman. Whatever's gonna happen to her is gonna happen to her because she's lying. You're lying. That's why your
Mom.
gap is so big, because you lie a
Cause I'm
lot.
cute.
You
Cause
lie
I'm
a lot.
cute.
So I'm gonna ask you this: what kind of things do you think Christa Diamond spent the money on then? If it's not the funeral, what do you think she
let's
spent the
go.
money on?
For one, you gave $2,000 that hung
Sure
you off
did.
a porch that tried to hurt you, kill
Yes,
you.
he did try to hurt me, but at the end of
So
the day,
yeah,
that's you hurt me every day, and I'm still talking to you.
Please. No.
You tell my producers that you feel like Christa Diamond is using Davian's death for clout.
She is.
There's no way. Let me
how-
explain that, because I'm not gonna let you sit here.
You explain
and
too much
take-
and you lie a lot.
No, I don't.
how do
I'm
you
not gonna
feel-
sit here and
how
let
do
you
you feel like
take
she's using
my
it for
nephew's
clout?
name.
Huh?
I would never use my
How do
nephew
you
for no
feel like
clout or
she's
no
using it for
name.
clout?
For one,
I did
he
a
only played
memorial
football.
song.
No,
He liked the song,
here we go
and
with
I
the song.
remixed it.
For the song, she remixed a song for football and went to the
field for the kids to run out
and
to it.
told them, I will donate $1,500 if you let me sing my song.
Mom,
Yeah,
listen,
yeah.
that's a
She-
straight lie.
she
Let me
gave
tell you
away-
the $1,500.
but
That's
the-
her money. I spoke to the coach, and I should have gave y'all those text messages.
How is that
Long
my
story
money?
short,
It's all my money.
see, it isn't your money. It was Davian's money.
Right, for me to take care of his business.
You told my producers you feel like she splurged.
She
She
did.
On
splurged
what?
so that there'd be no
Okay,
money
here's
left.
another
So you
thing
feel
that
like
she
she
should've
used all
bought.
the money so that
Yeah.
there'd be none left for you?
Exactly.
Coming up,
Krista's other daughter is sitting in the audience. Do you feel like your sister stole the money?
Tell the truth.
As of right now, there is nothing left of the money.
Nothing.
Nothing at all. It's time to unlock the truth here.
Bye.
This is your daughter.
She's dead
This
to
is
me.
what I have to
Your
deal
daughter's
with.
dead too.
You ain't gotta
So you
deal
see
with me
why
because I
we're
don't deal with you.
You're being nasty because you're being who you
No, because I
are.
told you the that you are. It's all my money.
Look, see, it isn't your money. It was Davian's money.
You told my producers you feel like she splurged.
She
She
did.
On
splurged.
what?
So you feel
Yeah,
like she
she
used
should've
all the
lied.
money so that
Yeah.
there'd be none left for you?
Exactly.
So then why didn't you create,
'Cause you're
if she
disrespectful.
thought she was doing this wrong, why didn't you create your own crowdsourcing
Okay.
site for Davian?
Why did I do that? Okay, I was talking about because what she did was she went and bought a bench that said Roberts on the top,
Davian Taylor
and
with his
put
picture.
my name. I own the plot.
So she's gonna argue with me that it's
Yeah, I don't like-
the bench is going in my house. His tombstone's
Yeah,
going in
no,
my house
I-
because she don't like it.
I don't like it.
So
See, think it's about her.
so
That's
you
what you
created
want. You
your
want it to be
own.
about you.
Yeah.
It's not. It's
So you
about
created
Davian.
your own.
Yeah,
And
so
did
to
you-
get him a tombstone.
Another tombstone, because he already has one, but one new
No,
that you
because
like.
it says Roberts on it.
I get it, I understand.
And you know what? I bought it. She can't put nothing on, so I told her, yeah, take it and put it in your living room.
Okay.
Sit on it in your living room.
Got it. Have you raised any money yet?
No.
No money yet. Okay then. Okay,
So
got
that's
it.
all right, because she runs it around. She got her hip-hop friends. You know, and her minions, what I call
I'm
them.
not even a hip hop artist.
Yes,
I'm
you-
just a regular rapper.
Hip-hop artists, whatever.
I just
Krista's
I like
other,
doing music. Is
Krista's
that
other
a bad
daughter,
thing?
Duck, is sitting in the
Yeah.
audience. I want to talk to her.
Yes, sister.
Let's take a moment to talk to her.
Hey, sister.
Duck, thank you for being here. Do you feel like your sister stole the money?
Do I
Tell the
feel-
truth.
No, I don't feel like she stole the money.
But what did she tell you?
What do you mean? As far as what?
When the check cleared, what was she gonna do?
So let's just get this together. Hello, sir.
Hey, how you doing?
How are you? Thank you for having me.
No,
I'm
thank
the
you for
one
being
that
here.
called. Did you see what's going on?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. So when this first began, I asked both of them, when it hit 30, I asked my sister, because my mother wanted, I said, it's in your name. What you guys need to do is don't give it to Ma. don't put it in your account. Go open a separate account.
Brand new account. And that's what
She
I did.
went in on her own and did what
No,
she wanted
no,
to
sir.
do.
I told
No.
everybody.
She did do that.
No.
So you're saying, Duck, that that's your advice as well, what
I
she
told
did?
them, right?
You don't put in yours,
So
don't give it to
this-
mom, we got a separate account for it.
My mother went off. So my sister pulled up to my brother's house. And my brother tried to fight her.
Tried to fight me.
And
He
my
tried to fight
sister
me.
and my mother
beat your
was yelling at her.
ass.
He's skinny. He won't win.
Right.
So my mother
And
was
the bitch
yelling
tried
at
to
her.
shoot me
So that's
with her
what
gun.
That's a lie.
Oh, yeah, you did. Tell her
Didn't
about
I,
gonna
give
say
you,
that.
didn't I give you the text message that she was gonna say that?
No.
that's when my sister just went and opened the account.
And started splurging.
No, she did not.
So
and I'm
I
not
got a
gonna
question
say
for you,
this or
Duck.
that.
When y'all were younger, your sister said they already have a good relationship with your mother.
No, we didn't.
Well-
We trying to. Like
I don't have-
so
you know what?
so she told me and my sister that like
You're dead to her.
we're both like
You are.
You
Not
said
her.
Duck too.
You said me
You are.
too.
You don't remember what you be doing.
You did say
I
that.
didn't say that.
You said Duck
No, I
was that
wasn't
too as
high,
well.
bitch. You the one smoke weed all
But I
day.
remember everything.
Every day. Drinking
Yes,
all
she
night,
said-
driving.
Do you feel like your mother has made your nephew's death too much about money?
Yes.
Yes.
It's too much about money.
Because they're spending it together.
It was spent on a funeral, mother.
No, it wasn't. Okay.
No, I'm
it
not
was 40,
spending
it was
never spent
38,000.
it. Yes,
The
$200
funeral was only
to help me
19,000.
get
Where's the
whatever I
rest?
needed to get for the
Tombstone
funeral.
was 6,400.
But it's
the
so
perfect
like
place was
when it comes
2,000 to rent
this,
to have a repast. Oh,
it's,
hold on
it's
for a
all
moment.
about the money.
Got it.
Because at the end of the day, like I said, my sister's wrong because like you asked, where was the rest of the money supposed to go? She was spending too much, did too much. She should have, like she knows. I told my sister, you should have did what we were supposed to do. You were supposed to give your mother whatever the remaining balance was.
Thank you.
No, ain't
She
no
started being
thing.
disrespectful.
You're supposed to
bitch,
give
you
her
gonna be a bitch
whatever the
for the rest of
remaining
your
balance
life.
was.
Thank you.
She didn't do that. She did whatever she wanted to do. She did whatever she wanted to.
I never
so
got a
I'm
dime, so
caught in the
don't talk
middle
to
of
me
this.
about no
Yeah,
money.
I
You know what I
understand,
mean?
Duck.
It's
Yeah, I
still in the
appreciate that.
back.
Can I ask you this? One simple question. How much was remaining after everything was...
Nothing.
I paid for the funeral. I paid for the repast. There was
No.
about maybe 4,000 left
Okay.
after
There ain't
I
nothing
got
left.
the tombstone. I brought the tombstone for 6,400, and then there was about 2,000 left.
2,000.
I gave my brother 2,000, and
No,
I
you
had,
been gave your brother
No, I
2,000
didn't.
before
And then
the funeral
I gave
was
her-
even
I gave my
started.
brother increments.
You're lying.
Which is like 500, maybe a week later, another 500
Got
the
it.
following week.
Okay.
I gave my mom $500 a day before the funeral.
And I
the-
gave it
get
to
the
my
outfit.
And I told her, I'm gonna give you another 1,500.
No,
She told
bitch,
me to
you don't
shove it
give
up.
me
So that's why we're here.
No,
Okay.
it's not where we here.
So
She not
right,
gonna
as
give
of right
me
now,
nothing.
there is nothing left of the money?
Nothing.
Nothing at all. It's time to unlock the truth here.
Okay.
Coming up, it's time to unlock the truth here. Our lie detector examiner asks, did you give extra money to your brother to spite your mother? The truth is...
Bye.
Here we go.
Get ready for the drama, chaos, and jaw-dropping moments. Now, better than ever. Watch full episodes of Maury, Jerry Springer, The Steve Wilkos Show, and more.
I spank people, I tie them up.
Can't get enough? We've got you covered with full episodes, non-stop drama, and the wildest moments. Anytime, anywhere. It's time to get nosy. Download Nosey now on your phone or tablet and start watching.
Christa's other daughter, Duck, is sitting in the audience.
Hey, sister.
Do you feel like your sister stole the money?
Do I
Tell
feel-
the truth.
No, I don't feel like she stole the money. When this first began, I said, what you guys need to do, go open a separate account.
Brand new account.
My mother went off. That's when my sister just went and opened the account.
And started splurging.
No, she did not.
How much was remaining after everything was...
Nothing.
I paid for the funeral. I paid for the repast. I brought the tombstone. I gave my brother 2,000, and I gave my mom $500, and
No,
she told
bitch,
me
you
to
don't
shove
give
it up.
me
So that's why we're here.
It's time to unlock the truth here.
Okay.
My examiners asked two very specific questions. And these two questions were to unlock the truth in the situation, because outside of the grieving and the hurt and the pain, there's also this money issue, like you said, Duck, that is confusing all of this. So you have questions if she stole money. You want to
did
know.
steal it.
But you want to know.
Yeah, I do.
When these results come back, will you trust them?
I don't trust her with nothing.
The results.
The results. Do you trust the results that are coming back?
Yeah.
Okay, great. That's all I need to hear. All right, so our lie detector examiner asks, did you give extra money to your brother just so your mother wouldn't get as much? Christa Diamond, you said you did not. The truth is,
You lied.
you're telling the truth.
Thank
You
you.
didn't give any extra money. You didn't give any extra money.
Who's lying?
Bitch, get out of my face, I'll punch you in the mouth. Get out of my face. Get out of my face, you're lying.
All right. Our lie detector examiner asks, did you purposefully change Davian's last name to spite your mother?
Yeah.
Christa Diamond, you said you did not. The truth is,
Next.
we did ask you for all the receipts, and the receipts totaled.
Fine.
I know you've said some horrible things.
And I mean them.
Until you are able to mend whatever it is inside of
It
you.
will never happen. There's no family left. Only thing that's left is my kids and my grandkids.
That's family. These two questions were to unlock the truth in the situation, because outside of the grieving and the hurt and the pain, there's also this money issue, like you said, Duck, that is confusing all of this. When these results come back, will you trust them?
Yeah.
All right, so our lie detector examiner asks, did you give extra money to your brother just so your mother wouldn't get as much? Christa Diamond, you said you did not. The truth is,
You lied.
you're telling the truth.
Thank you.
Our lie detector examiner asks, did you purposefully change Davian's last name to spite your mother?
Yeah.
Christa Diamond, you said you did not. The truth is, Christa Diamond, you're telling the truth.
No.
She didn't do it to spite you.
No, she
She didn't do it to
on
spite
purpose.
you.
Yes, she
We
did.
agreed to it together.
I didn't agree to that.
You don't remember.
I do
If you
remember.
want to be
I
angry
do
and
remember.
aggravated, do that on
I'm
your
not
own
angry and
time.
aggravated,
The
but you're
truth is right
lying.
there. I took
You're
the
a
test
liar.
3 times.
You're a liar.
3 times for the
You're a
beginning.
liar. You're a liar.
There were also two questions our lie detector examiner did not ask because Christa Diamond confessed. Christa Diamond did admit to spending part of the crowdfunding money on herself for the purchase of family portraits. She also admitted to overspending.
kids.
$200.
She also admitted to
$200.
spending,
I'll pay it back.
overspending
I got
on.
it.
She did also admit to overspending on funeral costs just so that you wouldn't get any of the
I
money.
know that. I told you, bitch.
Okay, now this is why. I'm going to explain to you guys why.
You ain't can't explain.
You been disrespected from the day
Yeah,
that
you
your
always gonna be
nephew
a
passed.
disrespected bitch.
Why?
So I want
You're
to be very
always gonna be
clear. I want to be
disrespected.
very clear with you because this was super
This is
important to
sad.
me.
I don't like you.
My producer, we did ask you for all the receipts and you turned over all the receipts. And the receipts totaled $37,755.53. The money that was given anywhere. All the costs were for everything
Davian,
around.
I did it out of the kindness of my heart.
She paid for my mother's
Oh,
tombstone.
out of the
hat.
money?
Out of the money. That
Hold
didn't have
on.
nothing to do
Hold
with
on.
his money.
Out of the
They
money,
lie a
right?
lot,
Let's
guys.
keep it 100. So when they asked, did you overspend or did you spend extra? Yes, that's one of the reasons. My grandmother's been dead for 2 years.
So
Her
what?
name.
But
That's
you
your
were-
mother.
No,
she
the
was-
reason that you're gonna say is so what?
Her name isn't even engraved on the tombstone.
Excuse me, Karamo?
So what I did was I got a blanket tombstones. I got a
too
blanket
much
with my
all the time.
grandmother's picture on it to put at the place.
Yeah.
So I put it down, right? And when everything was paid in full, I went to the place and paid for my grandmother's name and called my mother.
Karamo.
I said, "Ma, you have to sign the paper for Nana's
Karamo,
name to be
I had
engraved."
already-
She
listen to
told me
I
I'm
have
not
a brother.
signing
I have two
nothing.
brothers. When my mother died,
My grandma been dead 2 years.
Yeah, she been dead 2 years.
You still ain't put her name down.
Excuse me, let me talk.
And it
You
wasn't
been
enough for
talking.
you.
Big
it
mouth
wasn't
bitch.
For you.
I know.
Let,
Y'all
Okay,
see what
so
I have
this-
to
this
deal
what I
with.
wanna do. Hold on,
Let
this
me
what-
talk.
Let me
After
talk.
today, I'm
I'm
done.
gonna let you talk.
Yeah, you stay done too.
Okay.
Let me talk.
Christa.
My mother been dead 2 years. I paid for my mother's whole funeral. That was $22,000. I paid for it with her funeral money, and I put an extra $3,000 and something in of my own money.
You getting all the disability from all the kids. You should put in something.
What kid? Excuse me. No.
You get all the money.
My grandson got $61 a month. $61 a month I got for my grandson. Fitzy was 8 months old. That's all they gave
So,
me
Crystal.
was $61. You can ask her.
Money
over
hungry
here.
hippo, y'all.
$61.
Money hungry hippo.
Crystal, this is the thing.
No, but I'm
So,
talking about my mother. Wait,
yeah,
Mom.
I know, and I heard
want to
your
stop
point.
telling you about that. So, when I paid for my mother's funeral, when it was time for her to put her name, engraved, I didn't have enough. And they told me she died in December. They told me it was too cold to put the name down. So after a year, I called the family and said, okay, I paid for the whole funeral. I would like y'all to help me put the name down.
Okay, it's paid now. Why you ain't sign the paper?
Hold on one second. Let me
This
just say
trip
this.
right here didn't give me a dime. Everybody gave me all but $200. My brother didn't send a dime either. So now all of a sudden she get that money.
And she does what she thinks is right.
That's what I had to do.
No, what she had to do was give me $200 and I would be able to got it.
Okay.
You can keep the money now.
Crystal.
Whatever you raise, you
Crystal,
can keep that. Go
Crystal,
move.
Crystal.
No, this is
Crystal, I asked you a very specific question. I asked you if these results came back, would you?
yeah, but
would
she
you
told
believe
a
them?
lie. She overspent the money and everything.
No, she didn't.
Well,
yes, you did. It said you did.
Well, she overspent it on funeral stuff.
Because you was
So-
it was
you
stuff
wasn't
that
there.
wasn't-
You were supposed to do it with me.
No, I
Yes.
wasn't.
So
'cause
after you opt out, I opt in.
no, I'm
But at
not
the end of the
gonna. I'm not
At
going.
Hold on, you can't engage.
She's
You
not
can't engage.
she's
You
not
can't
gonna
engage.
send
You
me
can't
on.
engage. You
She's
can't
not gonna
engage.
send me up
Listen,
behind her,
listen.
wagging my ass behind
Listen.
her. She's my child.
I'm gonna ask you this. Okay, first of all, nothing is gonna bring back.
No,
David.
it's not about the money. It's about her lying ass.
I didn't
Okay,
lie.
money comes
did
and
lie.
goes, and there's no lies.
Yep.
She has told us. She has given us the receipts.
All of them.
Yes, so
Everything.
what, you crybaby? Get
I'm crying because I don't want to punch you in
give
your
a-
face.
You can.
You know me.
If you want, I don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't
You can't
care.
even stand up.
I don't care.
You don't.
You don't scare me, little girl.
I never said I did.
You don't
try to
scare
scare
me.
me.
I'm gonna
That's why
ask you
we're
this.
here.
You don't scare me.
Crystal, can I ask you this, Crystal? Crystal, can I ask you this? Would you ever, you've lost your grandson.
Yes.
My favorite person.
You've
No,
lost
you're your favorite person.
you
Now all of a
lost your
sudden you
grand-
cry, baby.
You lost your grandson.
Yeah.
And I know you're in a space of grieving. And I know you've said some horrible things
And
like
I
my
mean 'em.
daughters.
And I will never take it back. This bitch. That's what I say. Bye, bitch.
You're gonna reap what you sow.
No, I'm not.
You're gonna reap what you sow.
Never. I don't want you.
I tried to talk to my moms. I tried to apologize.
And I've been
I
saying
tried
it from day one. I'll say it again. That
to even when it came on me, like I tried to like be there for my mother. I tried to let her know. All I asked my mother because this family that says some reckless stuff around this time right now.
Yeah.
I asked my mother, all you need to do to me for
Yeah.
us to have a relationship is apologize.
I'm not apologizing to her.
See, and I didn't do
Never
nothing
will.
to her.
Don't want to. Don't want to have nothing to do
I'm
with
gonna,
it.
Duck, I'm gonna invite you backstage to be with your sister
Yeah,
right now.
'cause
know
I-
she's
yeah,
hurting.
yeah.
You know that, right? Thank you, Doug. So I don't know where the hurt and pain is coming from.
There ain't no hurt and pain.
There is.
No, it isn't.
There is.
I don't.
There's hurt and pain.
That girl.
Hurt and pain.
I
There's
mean
hurt
it.
and pain. There's hurt and pain.
Yeah, it was hurt and pain because what she did. What she did to me.
This is before this.
No.
This is before this.
She's a lying. She been lying all her life.
So this is what I would love to do. And I don't want you to answer this question right now. Because this show, though we've gotten clarification
Okay.
about what has happened with the money, this is
I figured that.
deeper than that. This is years of pain in a relationship that
I
you
don't
all have
a
never
pain
healed.
with her. I've got a perfect, with maybe, you know, Duck and all my other kids.
So I'm gonna ask you
Her-
this: if your daughter would have put the $38,000 in the bank, would you be having these issues?
No,
You would not be having these issues.
No.
You would be fine with her.
no.
You would not be fine
We're
with
not
her.
fine because
so
she's
then what you're doing is
disrespectful.
you're confirming what I'm saying, that this is not about the money. This
No.
is a relationship that has been damaged way from before.
Long time
So what
ago.
I'm going to do to you, and you do not have to answer this right now.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you that until you are able to mend whatever it is inside of
It
you,
will never happen.
until you're able to mend whatever it is inside of you, it's going to keep your whole entire family in chaos. It's going to keep you in chaos.
There's no family
so
left.
So there could be family left.
No, because only thing that's left is my kids and my grandkids.
So let me that's family. So I'm gonna tell you this. What I'm gonna do for you is, now that we've gotten clarity and Christa Diamond has gotten her truth, we know that she didn't lie. What
She
I want to
did
do,
lie.
what I want to do for you is I'm going to offer you to come back to this show. And this show is not going to be about money. It's not going to be about y'all figuring this out. I'm going to give you an opportunity to think about it. If you want to mend your relationship and mend your family.
I don't want to mend nothing with her. I'm sorry. I don't want to mend nothing with her.
Well,
now, the rest of them, yes. Her, no.
This is the problem, is that losing that child right there should show you how precious life should be.
Yeah,
and you
losing
don't
that
want,
child
and you don't
hurt
want to
me to
squander.
my heart. That
I
was
know.
my baby. I
got
raised
it.
him from 8 months
But
on.
this little girl right here is also your baby. That little girl right there is also your baby. These are also your babies, and they don't deserve that. They don't deserve that.
Me
They
and
don't
Duck's
deserve
all
that.
right.
They don't
This
deserve
one right
that.
here is such
They don't
a liar.
deserve
You
that.
don't know,
They
Karamo.
don't deserve
the
that.
lie that
They don't
she
deserve
tells.
that. And so
I don't
what?
deserve that.
I agree. What I offered you was an opportunity to come back for me to actually help you. I'm going to let you sit on that. If you would like to come back for that, I'm here for you. If you don't want that, just know that this is the beginning of the end of any family unit you would have,
Yeah,
okay?
okay.
Listen, thank you for being here. I hope you got your answers. And friends, make sure to come back so we can keep talking and growing. I love you all.